Hello, good morning to everyone. I am Dr. K. Vijay Kumar, Associate Professor, Public Administration, Government City College, Hyderabad. Today, topic is the Public Administration Department, Public Administration, its relationship with other social sciences. Public Administration and its relations with other social sciences. Public administration is basically it is one youngest social science, and its relation with other social sciences. There are so many social sciences, but here is some important social sciences we are discussing the relation between the public administration and other social sciences. That is relationship with political science. What is the relationship with the political science and public administration? Then the second one is the relationship with sociology. Public administration relationship with the sociology. The next one is relationship with economics. Then next one is relationship with psychology. Then relationship with law. These are the important social sciences. These social sciences are closely related to the public administration. Then objectives. Explain the nature of social phenomena. Explain the nature of social phenomena. Then describe the relationship. Describe the relationship between the public administration and other social sciences in this topic. Then all the social phenomena are integrated in their nature. We have to view the various social events not a isolated occurrences but in the total society setting. The problem of growing violence in the society, day to day the so many problems are increasing. The social problem, the economical problem, psychological problems, different problems are increasing in the society. That's why growing violence also in the society, for instance, cannot be effectively tackled by the police if it is viewed as a mere administrative process of maintaining law and order. The political undercurrents, social tensions, economic hardships, and the utter disagreement for the law on the part of some people are the various facts of the single phenomenon of the problems of the law and order. Growing menace of corruption in the public services is another example of the integrated nature of the social phenomena. Nowadays, it is an one just like it is a disease in public services. Corruption, growing menace of corruption in the public services is another example of the integrated nature of the social phenomena. Administration is only one facet of the complex social phenomena. In this context, the integrated nature of social phenomenon is examined, and the relationship of public administration with other social sciences explained in this context. Then social sciences. Social sciences are instruments for scientific study of society. All the social sciences are instruments for the scientific study of society. Social sciences deals with the human behavior in the societal settings. Social sciences deals with human behavior in the societal settings. Science is a systematic knowledge. Science is a systematic knowledge. But social sciences are sciences of observation rather than the experiments. Social sciences are sciences of observation rather than the experiments. And social sciences are interdependent and complementary to each other. Long centuries ago, great philosopher Aristotle said, man is a social animal. So these all social sciences are interdependable, complementary to each other. We have, for instance, the classification of physical sciences, biological sciences, and social sciences. As specialization grows, further classification, physical sciences deals with the physical matters, while biological sciences deals with the life matter of plants and animals. Social sciences deals with human behavior in the societal setting. In the societal setting, history, economics, political science, psychology, sociology, law, and public administration are some of the social sciences. Under the scheme of survey of research in the social sciences, The entire area of social sciences is divided into seven major fields, that is economics, political science, public administration, management, sociology, psychology, and geography, each consisting of the related subjects in the particular field of the particular field. The behavioral movement brought out the brought out that the various social sciences are interdependent and complementary to each other. These areas is on the integrated nature of social sciences. Integrated nature of social sciences, that is the why the interdisciplinary approach is the study of social sciences gained momentum. The exactness and predictability, which are the characteristics of the sciences, are possessed by physical sciences only. Social sciences cannot produce results with exactness and predictability. Example, economics cannot offer one sure solution to check the price rise. Of course, it is not possible. Public administration has to exhaust principle to complete the projects on time. That scientific character of the subject depends more upon its methodology than an exactness or certainty which it can attain. These characteristics are more dependent on the factor of subject's matter. Any subject to which the scientific method is applicable can be called a science. Social sciences are sciences of observation rather than the experiment. It is always the focus of interest that distinguishes one social sciences from another. We should not think of social sciences as physically dividing between them, separate as areas of reality. We all distinguish each in the selective interest. It can be stated that social sciences study the different segment of human behavior in the society, and the study of these segments are known by different disciplines matter. That's why it is a these social science are instruments for scientific study of the society. Then public administration is a social science. Public administration is a social science. It deals with human behavior. Public administration deals with human behavior, organization, and their activities are concerned. Then it is vitally concerned in integrating other social sciences like economics, political science, sociology, psychology, law, history, etc. etc. Then it is a growing social science. It is the youngest social science among all social sciences. Public administration is a social science. It deals with human behavior so far as public organizations and their activities concerned. It can certainly be called as a social science. It is the youngest discipline among the social sciences. Public administration is a social science with its own techniques, its own techniques, its own observations, own abstractions, clustering around the concept of action through the human organizations and its own problems of theory. It is vitally concerned in integrating the other social sciences, physical, biological, and psychological, at the point where action is involved. Public administration is a science of observation rather than the experiment. In very nature of things, that public administration deals with laboratory experiments cannot be performed as in physical sciences. However, empirical studies have much more relevance. Public administration appears to be both a positive and normative science concerned with what is and what should be, respectively. Administrative theory must be largely normative, like political theory, but the study of applied administration, just like the study of government, must keep it firmly planted on the ground. The public administration is a growing science. Public administration is a growing science. There is no finality as regards as the principles. These have to be revised frequently, day to day, in the light of the discovery of new facts and gaining further experiences. In fact, there is a danger in calling these principles are unalterable principles. In such a case, the study becomes rigidity, preventing further growth. If administrative decisions are carefully recorded, like judicial pronouncements, they would become precedents and would be useful. That's why it is a growing social sciences. It is a growing social sciences. It has its own techniques, own abstractions, and also its own problems of theory also. Then the public administration relation with political science. Public administration relation with political science. Political science is mainly concerned with the theory of state, explanation of its origin, development forums, justification, principles of activities, etc. Then public administration mainly concerned with the principles of organizations and methods of implementing the policy of state. These two are interdependence. These two social sciences are interdependence. The basically public administration separated from political science after 1887. The father of the public administration, Woodrow Wilson, wrote an essay in the Political Science Quarterly in 1887. Then after that, he separated the administration from the politics. Then after, it will become a independent study. The administration is different from politics. Politics is different from administration. Of course, these two social sciences are dependable, are interlinked, but the political science relation between the public administration is very closely related subjects. Why? Because it is separated from the political science only. Then it now well recognized that of all social sciences, public administration is most closely related to the political science. However, the earlier thinkers on public administration, in their eagerness to establish it as a separated and independent discipline, but of the theory of the dichotomy of politics and administration. Further, they pleaded that political science should not be allowed to interfere with administration. For instance, Woodrow Wilson asserted the field of administration is the field of business. It is removed from the politics. If not altogether from the control of political parties, these early American writers' views were very much influenced by their own observations of what happened in the spoil system and corruption. In those days, there is a spoil system in the USA, and most corruption. It is nothing but spoil system corruption. However, the aloneness of the non-political views and soon realized and the close relation between the public administration and political sciences, political science came to be recognized everywhere. Of all social sciences, is not most closely related to political sciences, because basically it is a part of the universities. It is studied as a part of political science. Nowadays also, in maximum central universities hall, they are studying public administration as a part of the political sciences, political science. Then even when public administration is studied independently, there are heavy doses of topics from political sciences. That's why it is very closely interrelated subjects between the public administration and political sciences. The political system of a country is not something extended or irrelevant to its system of administrative, but forms part of its structure. The political system of a country is quite relevant to the administrative system. The whole process of government, as Simon stated, is one of the decision making. The political system of a country includes both the legal and constitutional framework and also the actual interplay of political forces. This because while the organizational structure of and functioning of administration have to be in accordance with the legal constitutional framework, the administration operationals roles and circumscribed by the prevailing under current and operating political forces. The character of form of administrative of a country to large extent is influenced by its political science, political system. For instance, the democracy character of a state has influence on administration. In such a system, the bureaucracy, the civil service should adjust itself to serve the periodically changing political masters. Similarly, the parliamentary form of government has its effect on administration. The administration and civil services are responsible to the legislature only indirectly. Through the respective ministers, there are certain areas of political science in which public administration is interested. Mention may be made public policy, local government, constitutional and international relations. Government is a continuous process consisting of phases. In that, legislature is one phase, administration is another phase, but these are merged together and at certain points became indistinguishable. In other words, the scope of administration is widened considerably because of its interface with societies. Therefore, its study now includes all the process of policy formulations, politics, parties, and public opinion. The methods and techniques of study, these the elements are the same as those political science, namely behavioral or imperial research. In fact, there is near unanimity regarding the locus of public administration is public policy. Public policy formulated by the politics with the help of administrators, civil servants. The public welfare and public interest. Locus of public administration, public policy, public welfare and public interest. These are the inextricably linked with the politics. In other words, we should done and why it should be done is the concern of politics, and how it should be done is the domain of administration. We can state that politics, when it loses sight of what is administratively feasible, degenerates into mere building castles in the air, and administration without political content is empty and nothing. The political content is the most important for the development or changing the societies, whatever it may be. That is the most important content. That is then public administration relation with economics. Economics is another social science. Economics deals with demand, supply, market, wealth, price determination, and so on. The public administration and economics both are separated from political science. Area of administration, government, and economic both are coming nearer and nearer. These are interrelated social sciences also. The public administration and economics have close relationship and have much in common. Administration is increasingly concerned with the implementation of policies and programs meant for economic growth and development. The extent of poverty and unemployment, the percentage of literacy, and also the agro climate conditions have a vital bearing on the functioning of the administrative system. As an aftermath of Industrial Revolution, the activities of administration increased enormously in such fields as enforcing the Factories Act, measures for protecting the interests of the labor, and the like. The administrative activities of increasing economic orientation after Industrial Revolution. The acceptance of the welfare state is ideal, as also the implementation of the measures of the establishing a socialist state necessitated the state entering the field of business, industry, transport, and other related fields. In many developing countries like India, economic planning poses great challenges to the administration. For like our country India, steeped in poverty, literacy, and ignorance, economic planning is invariable for optimal utilization of resources to achieve rapid economic development and also to ensure social justice. The Planning Commission, now it is in Niti Aayog, is mainly concerned with the formulation and evaluation of the plans, 5-year plan, 1-year plan, just like that. The successful implementation of those plans is the responsibility of the administration. That's why it is more and more interlinked social sciences. In all directions, the pace of development will depend on largely upon the quality of administration, the efficiency with which it works, and cooperation which it evokes. Further, the developing countries' administration is efforts are increasingly directed towards implementation of anti-poverty, anti-poverty, anti-poverty programs in order to see that the benefits of these programs are not cornered by the privileged and the affluent sections. The administration has to ever vigilant, and administration must have sense of commitment to enforcement of rationing, price control, state trading, procurements, or some of the other economic activities should aid by the administration. In that way, there is a great economic trust on administration. In fact, it is felt in some quarters that administration is called upon to should more responsibility of economic nature for which it does not have the requisite capabilities and the needed expertise. The activities of public administration and economics are so much interrelated that Indian economy is included in the syllabus for training the even probationers of all India services also. That's why these are the much interrelated the social sciences, economics and public administration. Then public administration relation with sociology. Sociology concerned with behavior of man as a member of society. It studies of status, class, caste, family, power and occupation, etc. Then changing objectives of society through the public administration. These are interrelated and dependent on each other. Sociology is concerned with the behavior of man as a member of society. It studies society and social behavior. Administration is a social group effort, and therefore the administrative system is a social system. Administration is affected by the social environment and cultural pattern of the society. A proper understanding of public administration is possible only if it is studied with reference to the society in which it is working. The pattern of social behavior and interrelationship among various kinds of groups may be modified and molded in accordance with the changing of objectives of this society through the help of public administration, with the help of the bureaucracy. The eradication of untouchability to a large extent can be cited in this observation. Then abolition of child marriages, different evil habits in the rural areas. These type of practices eradicated by the administration. The sociology provides the necessary database to the administrator. It studies of status, class, caste, family, power and occupation, to name a few, are much interest and used to public administration. In other words, instead of hit and miss methods, the administrator can proceed with his work more confidently with the knowledge of the sociological background of the people and the environmental setting of the environmental setting. The NIRD, National Institute of Rural Development, conducted several sociological studies to find out the adequate responses of people to several welfare and developmental programs launched by the government. Different types of governments. Central government, what type of programs launched? State government, what type of programs launched? The studies are conducted by the NIRD. Then after they finding very useful to the administrators engaged in rural development work. So these social sciences are very interlinked also. Each one depend on another social sciences. Sociology, it depends on the public administration, as well as public administration depends on the sociology. Then relation with psychology. All the social sciences are basically behavioral sciences. Public administration has to deep linkage with behavioral study, especially psychology. Psychology deals with the human behavior. All the social sciences are basically behavioral sciences. In that way, public administration too has deep linkage with behavioral study, especially psychology. In that context of organizations, behavioral psychology, also known as behavioralism, is a theory of learning based upon the idea that all behaviors are acquired through the conditioning occurs through interaction with the environment of different type of organizations. According to behavioralism, behavior can be studied in a systematic and observable manner with no consideration of internal mental states. However, many critics argue the behavioralism one of the dimensional approach to behavior and that behavioral theories do not account for free will and internal influences such as moods, thoughts and feelings. Also, it is also interdependable subjects. These public administration and sociology also, it is also interdependable and related social sciences. Public administration relation with law. Law deals with the rules of regulations, acts of its nation. Public administration has works to function within the framework of law. The father of public administration, Woodrow Wilson, described administration as the systematic and detailed execution of law. That's why these are also interrelated. Public administration works according to the law, framed by the law. It's also interrelated and depends on each other. Law deals with the rules and regulations formulated by that type of that nation. It acts of its nation, acts formulated by different rules and regulations. Example, you take constitutional. The public administration works to function within the framework of law. That's why the father of public administration described that is Administration is the systematic and detailed execution of law. So these are also interrelated social sciences. The summing up, public administration has closely relation with other social sciences like political science, economics, sociology, psychology, law. In modern times, the administration is a social scientist in action. In modern times, the administrator is a social scientist in action. The effectiveness of the administration is increasingly to implement the economical programs, so different economical programs implemented by the administration. Effectiveness of administration day by day it is increasing. Then sociological approaches are very useful to the study of public administration. They depend of sociological study, sociological approaches. The programs are implemented by the public administration. That's why they are in future they are speedily developing in the different fields. Example, eradication of child marriages, eradication of poverty, eradication of illiteracy. These are the depend on the sociological study. It is very useful to the study of public administration. Thank you.